apply for an interim release?
Well, for the interim release, it has to be presented to the judges, and the judges will decide if that is possible. In theory, the idea of an arrest can be decided only if it is necessary to avoid that a person will not appear before the chamber or will create problems for the investigations or will be threatening witnesses and so on. So the chamber has to check that these conditions are eventually can be mitigated by other measures, for example, to be in a specific area without possibilities to we go beyond it, that there would be forces that can be checking that he will be appearing before the judges at a later stage when it is ordered and so on, and that the state in which this person may be released do accept to implement these measures and to host the current detainee and so on. So there is a process of different conditions that the judges would have to check, and if they see that there is a possibility, they may order an interim release, and if not, they can deny the request of the defense. So at the end, ultimately, the interim release request, if it is presented to the judges, will have to be subject to their decision.
Po naghahanda ang prosecution at defense team para sa kaso ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa International Criminal Court o ICC. Inaabangan din ngayon kung maglalabas ba ng freeze order ang korte para sa assets ng dating Pangulo. Sa eksklusibong panayam ng Newswatch Plus kay ICC spokesperson Fadi El Abdallah, walang nakatakdang panahon ang posibleng paglabas ng freeze order.
It can happen at any stage. It depends on what the judges consider that it is appropriate to be done.
Sa ilalim ng Rome Statute na nagtatag ng korte, maaaring hilingin ng ICC sa member states na hanapin, sundan o i-freeze ang mga asset ng isang akusado. Sagot naman ng Malacanang sa posibleng freeze order.
There is no commitment on our part, on the part of the administration, if we will comply with any order issued by the ICC, considering that the ICC as of the moment has no jurisdiction over the Philippines.
Una nang sinabi ng palasyo na posibleng sa kamay ng Anti-Money Laundering Council mapunta ang freeze order. Pero sagot ng ahensya, wala pa rin daw silang natatanggap na request mula sa ICC. At kung may dumating man na request, ito ay pag-aaralan ng iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno kung maaari bang ipatupad ang order. Pero ano-ano nga ba ang assets ni Duterte? Ang pinakahuling record na naisa publiko ay noon pang 2017 bago pagbawalan ng Ombudsman ang paglalabas ng impormasyon ng Statement of Assets, Liabilities at Net Worth o SALN. Noong 2017, nasa higit 28 million pesos ang total assets ng Pangulo, kasama dito ang cash on hand, mga sasakyan, property sa Davao at ilang mga investment at kagamitan. Tinanggihan ang lahat ng request sa SALN ni Duterte hanggang matapos ang kanyang termino. Nagpasalamat naman ang ICC sa pakikipagtulungan ng Pilipinas na ipatupad ang arrest warrant kay Duterte. Hinikayat pa ng tagapagsalita ng ICC na bumalik ang Pilipinas sa Rome Statute.
We call on all states, including the Philippines, to join the ICC Rome Statute.
What's stopping the Marcos administration to rejoin the ICC? Ano po ba ang iniintay nating indicators for us to go back to the Rome Statute?
Yung huli po natin nakausap ang Pangulo, tinanong po natin yan ng personal at siya'y ngumiti lamang at sasabihin ko daw dapat na wala pa talaga na pag-uusapan patungkol doon.
Taong 2019,